Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. About to start my nice easy run here in the mountains, the Smoky Mountains. And I want to make this video because I've been seeing a lot of people really getting into the sport of running. After the Olympics, it's got a lot of people motivated and all these run clubs are starting. Just a lot is happening in the world of running right now. So on my easy run today, I want to go over my top tips for beginner runners just starting out running. Things that I would do, things I wish people told me. But before we start, if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. Little background on my running is I ran all throughout middle school, high school, went to college for running. I ran pretty much every event from the 400 meter, the hurdles, the steeplechase, to the marathon. And next year I'll be training for my very first ultra. And I also own a company, Runner's Empire, an athletic apparel brand around running. And I'm also a certified coach. So yeah, my whole life is surrounded around running. All right, tip number one, you need shoes. My recommendation is, as a beginner runner, you need 2 pairs of running shoes. I think you should just have kind of a speedy shoe and a trainer. You can go to your local running store, local Fleet Feet, whatever it may be, and they can kind of see what your foot movement is, whether you pronate or anything like that. They could fit you for a proper pair of running shoes. You definitely need 2 pairs, but big tip, do not get a carbon plated shoe as a beginner runner. You don't need it. Some other running stores might try to sell you on it, but just as a beginner right now, don't invest that big money because they're very expensive, because you're just getting into the sport. So you don't need all those very high technical shoes. Tip number 2, and a lot of you are not going to like this. Do not sign up for a marathon for your very first race. Don't do that. It's a process. Most people, 99.9% of people, did not start out running a marathon for their first race getting into the sport. Start with a 5K, 10K, half, full. Build your way up. Don't just go from not running at all, 0 miles, so you know what? I'm gonna start training for a marathon right now. You're just leading yourself up to hating the sport of running, getting very demotivated, and the big thing, leading yourself up to so many problems and so many injuries if you just start out like that, because you don't have, as I pass mile 1, you don't have the years and years of base training and miles put in that many people have. Tip number 3, this is probably one of the biggest rules in running, not just as a beginner, overall, and really in life, not even as a runner. Do not compare yourself. Don't look at social media and see all these people running Boston qualifying times and running crazy times and things like that, and compare yourself thinking, oh, I'm never going to get that good, never going to be that way. A lot of those runners have been running for 5, 10, 15 years to get to that point. Remember, social media is a highlight reel. You're not seeing them failing for the first 3-4 years in the marathon or not finishing races. Just keep that in mind. Never play the comparison game. You're on your own path, different from everybody else's. Tip number 4, I see a lot of beginner runners kind of not knowing how to start. In terms of running, they just think, oh, they're gonna run 2 miles as fast as they can, 3 miles as fast as they can every single day. The very beginning of running, everybody, you should be running very slow, easy pace, as we call it as runners, and just building up your base and tolerance. You should not be worried about speed at all. You should just be worried about building that endurance so you can run 2 miles without stopping. You can run a 5K or a 10K without stopping. That should be your top priority. And tip number 5, just have fun with it, everybody. Just get out there. You want to start your path to running, or you just want to live a healthier lifestyle, or you want to get involved in the running community, best community out there. Just have fun with it. Just go out there in the beginning, just be running some miles, join a local group. Don't be out there buying the most expensive shoes, buying the most expensive fits, things like that. You don't need any of that stuff right now. As much as social media will tell you, goes back to the comparison game, you don't need any of that. The only thing you really need is a couple basic pairs of great trainers and just a mindset to live a healthier lifestyle and get involved in the sport. And runners are very, very welcoming to everybody and all the newcomers. So yeah, welcome to the sport of running. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button. If I miss talking about something, about a tip that you would give a new runner, comment down below. Let's help the beginner runners out. So if you're a runner and you have a good tip that I missed, put it in the comments below so we can kind of start a thread for the community. And tell me what other tips and tricks, I guess, in the running you would like to hear from me. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next one.